on the phone, Ms. Wims. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And nobody in this world is going to believe what I'm getting ready to say, but on a little piece of paper, I have two words at the very top, and that is step up. And those are the exact words that Miss Wims just used. And wow, this thing called the law of attraction, you can believe it or not, and just like you can believe the law of gravity or not, and things are going to happen. So when you start hearing some things about laws and the people that tell you about the laws, you trust them, and maybe they're doing something that you haven't done yet, or they've arrived where you're going, and they start talking about laws, whether they're the laws of building or the laws of attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just here to tell you that it works. So thank you very much, Mr. Williams, for stepping up, especially at very short notice. Thank you very much. And good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the February 13th, 2012 edition of the Wake Up Call. It is a privilege to be here. And it is amazing that I did just think about those two words, step up, and wrote it at the top of my list, even though I did come prepared to speak about something else. But I'm going to talk about this very, very briefly, because as I was going through my list of people who I was, looking to have host the call, I was thinking to myself, who's ready to host the call? Who can I call to host the call? We just like to have a little bit of what do you call combination. So we definitely want to have a woman hosting the call sometimes when we have a male speaker, and vice versa, especially since women represent this industry of 70+%, and it's not any different in organic gold also, just like we want them and we'll have them represent us in our top leadership and top income positions. But I was thinking to myself, who's ready to step up? And that's the very first part of the thing we're going to talk about very briefly this morning, and that is, are you ready? Are you ready to step up? And are you ready as a leader? Are you helping your team become ready to step up? So if I gave you the call this morning, can you host the call? Or almost as importantly, more importantly, if I gave you the call and Mr. King gave you the call, or if there was silence across the lines for until like 7 minutes after the hour, where just something happened to the scheduled speaker, would you just immediately step up? Like we have sometimes by Mr. Robertson or one of our other leaders on the other line. So are you ready to step up? Are you ready to step up? Do you volunteer to step up? And do you call your leader? Do you call Mr. King and say, Mr. King, may I host the call? Mr. King, may I do one of the overview calls? Mr. King, may I train on something today? May I speak to something today? May I edify one of my team members today? Are you not only ready to step up, do you offer your services? Do you offer to serve the big team? And if you do not, then the question to you is, are you preparing your team to do so? So what really went through my head as I was searching through my name of people, the usual suspects, and I like to reach across different teams to mix that up also. How many people in my organization have I actually focused on to prepare them to do this? And I have to say that I really have not, so that's on me. So now that I realize I need to reach out there and make sure that I am preparing more of my team members, not only to host the call, but also to do the call, not only to do three-way calls for them, but make sure that they have the ability to do three-way calls for me. Not only be able to do all the things that I know that I can do now and improving, but am I preparing my team to do that? So the first theme of this morning, off the top of my head, is, are you ready to step up? And if you are, offer your services. And if you're not, work on it. If you're a leader, which should be everybody on this phone, who have you identified? That's something we're talking about a lot across the organization. Who have you identified that you need to get ready to step up? And it should be at least 2 to 3 people every single month. All right, so that's the first thing that crossed across my head. The second thing, as we look at the calendar, the 13th of the month, 17 full days left before the end of this month. 17 full days until the end of the month, which means doesn't matter where your volume is, doesn't matter how many people on your team there is, you can take today to be the first day, and across your entire organization, average less than one gold pack across your entire organization, and still coast your way to Sapphire, coast your way to the OG Benz Club. So don't you dare let anything that's happened to you so far this month slow you down from achieving what you were put on this planet to achieve. Make a decision today. I know every single one of you were on Mr. Rod Blue Diamond Smith's conference call last night, the Millionaire Mentorship Call. Just absolutely amazing. I have to go back there and listen to it again because he just laid it out, and it was interesting that I used one of his stories, and I used his little video clip on the Gold Standard DVD to close out one of the coffee and jazz mixes we did yesterday. And lo and behold, there he is on the Millionaire Mentorship Call. Law of Attraction, you can believe it or not. So definitely want to make sure that you are listening to that. If you did not listen to it, you must listen to it today. If you did listen to it again. Have many of our team members who post the link on the Facebook, but obviously it is also available on our main organogold.com, actually ogradio.com. All right, here's the main thing that I want to talk about today. And I'm talking specifically to the leaders, specifically the people who are absolutely in the hunt to get OG Benz Club, to get Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond done this month. Something I learned this past weekend up here at the Northern California training, and that is something called Peak and Pass. Peak and Pass. This is something to give a quick shot in the arm, to hit adrenaline, to get things moving for those people who are still not comfortable inviting. And we've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. There are not many skills that you really need to learn to be successful in this business. You really don't have to be a great salesperson. You don't. As a matter of fact, if you have sales skills, forget most of them because they're getting you in trouble. They're getting in your way. You do not have to be a great presenter. All you have to be able to do is hit power and play, or pique someone's interest and get them onto a phone call, or to a website, or look at a DVD, or look at a magazine, or get them connected with your senior business partner. The single skill, especially in the beginning, that you must become a master at, this is the skill, and that is how to invite. How to invite. And we do some training on that, and we walk them through a little bit, talking to people about the scripts that we have. But we need to help our people more, especially a brand new distributor. Somebody who's believing, somebody who's excited, somebody who just got started but has no idea what to do in this business, because there are not a lot of times in our life that we're really forced to or need to actually invite people. So it's a skill that we have not focused on most of our life. Inviting. And here's how we're going to become master inviters. And once again, I'm talking specifically to those of you who have the skills, and specifically to those of you who have a team and have brand new members throughout your organization. It's called Peak and Pass. And all that means is hold their hand until they have seen you do it. Here's all you have to do. Whether it's a brand new distributor, or whether it's someone who's on the team who is teachable and coachable, who has a list of people who they have not even been able to get connected with the information, because that's all we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. All we have to do is hand out samples and follow up properly to move some coffee. All we have to do is pique somebody's interest and expose them multiple times and collect a decision, and we will build a huge organization. It's the inviting that is the key. So here's all you have to do. I did it yesterday with one of my up-and-coming superstars, Sanjeev Sharma, who's building a huge organization out here in Northern California. You get them on the phone, or preferably you get them in the same room with you, and you say you're going to spend 45 minutes to an hour, really no longer than that, and tell them to bring their list of names. Whether they need to dust off their old list of people that they've either even initiated contact with before but haven't properly followed up, or maybe it's a brand new list of people they haven't spoken with. You have them bring their list, and the goal of a 45-minute to hour session is to connect with as many people as possible. And here's all that distributor has to do, because the leader, you are leading this. Leaders lead. Followers follow. Okay? All you do is have them get on the phone and say something real simple. And I'm going to do this off the top of my head. Hey, Justin, this is Steven. How's it going, man? Hey, man, I just started a brand new business. I am so excited. I want to introduce you to somebody who's actually my sponsor and my mentor. He's doing extremely well in this business. He's one of the top leaders and income earners. His name is StephenVRichardson. Hey, hold on one sec. Let me give him the phone. And then hand it over and have that leader take it from there. It could be something real simple. Hey, sis, this is Joni. How's it going? Hey, I'm in the coffee business. I'm so excited. There's some information I want to share with you. Hold on 1 minute. Let me have my senior partner and sponsor, my mentor, somebody who has been in this business for a lot longer than I have. They're doing extremely well. And he said that if I could connect him with somebody that I care about, that I believe could benefit from this information, that he'd talk with him real quick. Hold on one quick sec. Ladies and gentlemen, get good in a 30 to 60 second peek or invite, and then hand the phone over to the person and let them take it away. And all the leaders on the phone, all the people who have at least sponsored somebody, all the people who have an organization, all the people who've done your trainings and attended trainings, you have the ability to take it from there. And do that, just do that today with 1 or 2 people. It's so powerful. First of all, you will inspire and coach and lead someone to get through a good 15 to 20 people. You will contact some people, and you'll have the ability to say something very simple like, hey John, this is Steven. Hey, I know you're hearing this completely out of the blue. I'm a friend and business partner of your buddy. Hey, how long have you known Rocky? Wow, 3 years. Well, here's what you know better than I do. You know that he's an amazing young man. You know that he has a great family. He's a great father and a great husband. You know he works extremely hard. You also know he has a heart of gold and cares pretty much more about us than he cares about himself. You also know that he's a very successful professional. And what Rocky has done is he's partnered with a group of individuals who are responsible for the expansion of this brand new healthier beverage company. And we're looking for some people who are open to getting some information to see if they might want to be a part of a billion-dollar company. Hey, do you keep your options open? Yeah, you do? Hey, hold on one quick sec. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect you with a very short call just to give you an overview of what this business is all about. Hey, hold on one quick sec. Hey, I know you heard that information for the very first time, but just from a business standpoint, does it make sense about what we're doing and why we're doing it? Yeah, I mean, it's just coffee, right? I mean, coffee is hugely consumable. By the way, do you drink coffee? Okay, well, how do you like to drink it, black or cream and sugar? And if you could get your coffee from anywhere, what's your favorite brand? Starbucks? Hey, out of all the Starbucks coffee that you've consumed, and I know you've been to other places too, out of all the coffee that you've consumed, when was the last time they ever gave you a commission check for drinking or sharing their coffee? Never. Well, that's what we do. We help people just like you earn extra income giving away free samples of coffee. You know, based on the information I share with you, are you at least open to getting some more information? Because this company is growing extremely fast. Last year, we closed out with approximately $150 million of sales. And nobody even knows who we are yet. And last time I checked, we're still in the middle of a recession. So are you open to at least getting some more information on how you could earn some extra income around your schedule to be a part of this? Yeah? Great. Hey, grab a pen. When do you actually have 20 minutes sometime today to get this information? 12:30? How about 1 o'clock? Is 1 o'clock safe? Perfect. At 1 o'clock, we're going to have a private call. It's going to be no hype. Just give you some basic information. The person who's going to be leading this call is my 28-year-old senior business partner mentor. That's right, 28 years old. He's a young man who 3 years ago was dead broke. I mean negative broke. And he heard the information that you're going to hear. He was teachable and coachable. And in the last 12 months, he's actually earned over $1 million. Yeah, he's actually going to be right here in Stockton, California this Wednesday night. We'll talk about that later on. So can you get on that call? All right, so here's the number. The number is 916-233-3990. It's 916-233-3990. It's a private call, so there's a PIN code on there. The PIN code is 71200#. Hey, read that back to me. Make sure you got it. Perfect. All right. So hop on that call. Maybe like 60 seconds or a minute or two early. Hop on that call. Don't have to say anything. Don't have to announce your name. Just be in a quiet place. Take some notes. And then what I'll do is I'll follow up with you about 1:30 just to answer your questions and take things one step at a time. All right? Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, especially the leaders, especially those of you who are absolutely going to knock out Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond this month. Become an expert starting today, peaking and passing with multiple members of your team. And I think Mr. Sharma is probably on the phone, but I didn't ask him to get on the back line. But when you start doing this, so many good things happen. First of all, your people realize that you're not just giving them some information, you're going to hold their hand at least a little bit. You get through a lot of calls. Even if nobody picked up, you've gotten some activity. But you're going to connect to some people. And when this person, and it's not to do this forever, and you got to be careful because you don't want to, let's just say, spoil them, that you think that they're going to be able to peak and pass with you forever. It's a very short period of time. But they will see exactly what you need to do just to get them connected with the information. And for those of you who have been doing this for a while, if you couldn't do what I just did off the top of your head, naturally, all that means is you're not ready yet, and you need to focus on inviting. Focus on practicing. Step up and develop the biggest, most important skill that you have, and that is inviting, putting people into the information. If you only realize how close you were. Every single person on this phone, doesn't matter how much, the most volume you've ever done in a month. It does not matter. Start today. Realize that exposure is everything. All you have to do is expose enough people in a short enough period of time, and you will become a diamond in organogold. Period. Understand that. You don't have to sell, you don't have to convince, you don't have to chase. All you have to do is expose, following up with everyone. Using the BAMFAM tracking form. Following up with everyone. We have a big meeting coming on tonight. Exposing means inviting too, right? And I'm going to go ahead and be a little selfish and talk about an event that we have up here in Northern California. But you know that you can translate this to your next coffee and jazz mixer, to your next live call, to your next big event in your area or anywhere around the world where we have diamonds continuing to serve the big team. Mr. David Monetier will be here in Stockton, California, just around the corner from Tracy, just down the road from Sacramento. He'll be here on Wednesday night, and we are treating this like it's the next Project 50,000 because we know that the numbers of big events apply no matter where they are. You get 25 to 30 people to Stockton, California, or to wherever your leader is, wherever you have an event coming up. You get 25 to 30, you're going to get Sapphire knocked out this month. You get 50 to 75, and forgive me if my numbers aren't right, but they're in the right range. You're going to get Ruby knocked out. You get 100 people to the next major event in your area. Next Super Saturday that are happening all over the country, the next Diamond who's coming into your area, you get 100 people. Do you understand that Diamond is done? Do you understand that? Do you understand how close you are? You don't have to wait for the next Project 50,000 or the next major Super Saturday. The next event, you get 100 people there with the right people in the room and the right person at the front of the room. It's done. So here's as simple as an invitation needs to be. Hey, John, what are you doing Thursday night? Then you're coming with me to Stockton, California. You're always talking about earning some extra income. My senior business partner, a millionaire, is going to come in and teach you how you can achieve all those things you've always talked about. You're coming with me. Just stop chasing. Stop wavering. Tell people what they need to do. And if they don't do it, move on to the next person. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? Nothing? Then you're coming with me to the Houston Galleria. 7 o'clock, come professionally dressed, bring somebody you care about, and allow me to share something that can change your life. Don't worry about what it's about. It's about making some money. Come to the Galleria tomorrow night. Get some posture. Realize what you're a part of. Realize you can help somebody. But most importantly, realize that exposure is everything. Go out there and expose people. As Mr. MNETA said on this amazing, if you don't have that CD, and he hasn't given it to me yet, didn't get it from my leader yet because it hasn't made it all the way to California, but you bet your butt that I found out that there's a CD out there, a 2 CD set from Mr. MNETA called Conceive, Believe, and Achieve, that when you hear it, and when you receive it, and when you execute it, diamond's done. I've been listening to it over and over and over again, and what does Mr. MNETA say? As we've said before, the only reason that you're not a diamond yet is because you have not exposed enough people, and you have not exposed enough of the right people. Period, point blank. Are you allowing people to come into your environment, to come into your world within 3 feet, or within 3 feet of your contact list? And have you explained this business to them? Have you at least exposed them to the information? The 3-minute call, the 20-minute call, the website, the Gold Standard magazine, a 3-way call. If you haven't, something is preventing you from doing that, and you got to put that behind you today. Exposure is everything. Multiple exposures. At least 4 to 7 exposures of every single person that you know and interact with. You will find the people who are open to getting this information. You will find people who are willing to do this. You will find people who will build your business forever. Expose, 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 expose. Pique their interest, show the plan, 3-way call. 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 3-way call, 3-way call, 3-way call, 3-way call, 3-way call. How many 3-way calls will you do today? How many people will you have at the next Coffee and Jazz Mixer? How many people will you have on the live calls that we're doing all single every day? And I stepped up, counseled with my senior business partner, Mr. Silas Blue Diamond King, and we're doing 2 live calls, just our own team. Yes, we're plugging into the big calls. Yes, we're plugging into the other calls. Yes, we're leveraging heavily the recorded calls. But when my black going crown diamond says, in order to get something done, you need to do things live every single day, that's what I'm doing. Go back to the playbook, dust it off, and execute it step by step, and get it done this month. And you don't have to wait till this month, this week. There are people on this phone who have just joined Organic Gold within the last week who will get Sapphire knocked out this month. There are people on this phone who've been in this business for a minute or two, are going to get Sapphire done this month, maybe even this week, because now they realize, after hearing it over and over and over and over and over again by many people better than myself, that exposure is everything, but they're going to get it today. What if just today, every single person you interacted with, doesn't matter if you know them, doesn't matter the situation, you just ask them, hey, you want to earn some extra income this month? Hey, you want to earn some extra income this month? Hey, do you keep your options open? Hey, if there was a way you could earn extra income, giving away free samples of coffee. Hey, knowing everything you know about Starbucks, if you go back to the very beginning and invest in Starbucks, would you have done so? Hey, do you drink coffee? How do you drink it? Black or cream and sugar? What's your favorite brand? What if you said that to everyone? Everyone you meet today. What if that happened? Do you think you could find a few who are open enough to get enough information to make an educated decision on how we could help them improve their lives forever. Today is the day. Today's the day. Alan Tienta, today's the day. Katie Van Kenijnberg, today's the day. Rena Fuller, today's the day. Desiree Fuller, today's the day. Eunice Wims, today's the day. I can't go through the entire list. Today is the day that you're going to expose and follow up with more people than you've ever done in your entire life. Today's the day. Grand opening of your business. If you are opening your business tomorrow, a brand new restaurant, a brand new barbershop, a brand new whatever, massage, whatever it is, tomorrow was the day. How many people would you tell? Would you decide, well, this person doesn't eat soul food, I'm not going to tell them. Oh, this person doesn't have any hair, I'm not going to tell them about my new barbershop. Tell everyone. Everyone. Hey, man, guess what? I'm starting a brand new business. Everyone. Today is the day. I'm not going to give you some arbitrary number that I'm just going to pull out that I know that I need to do. Because we all know that if we did nothing more than 2 to 5 exposures every single day consistently, the diamond would be done. Do you realize that? But today is the day. You will expose more people than you ever have, ever. And for those people who are brand new and already the wheels are turning, who do I call? What do I say? How do I do it? What if they say no? That's why the leaders must lead and identify people who they can help. But those who know they need some help, those who just want some help, those who realize they could benefit from some help, why not ask your leader to help you? Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize how big our organizations are growing? I mean, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people. Some of us have, close to 1,000 people. We can't reach out and help all of you. And don't take it personal, just like I did in the very beginning. Mr. King's not calling me back. Mr. King's not following up. Mr. King's not answering my phone. Mr. King's not. Hey, what does he always said? If it's going to be, it's up to me. That doesn't mean we do not care about you. Doesn't mean that we do not want to support you. Doesn't mean that we're not there for you. It just means there are 24 hours a day, and we have hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of people who can be helped. Why not raise your hand and say, help me? So for those leaders out there, identify the key people, and you know who they are, the teachable and cultural ones, the ones who've ordered some product, the ones who actually have a list, the ones who are scheduling their coffee and jazz mixers, the ones who are plugging in. The leaders, those are the ones you should go to. Don't go to the ones that you want to help, that you care about the most, because they need to earn your time. Those are the ones that you reach out to. The other ones, those of you who have been sitting back for whatever reason, those of you who have just joined, you need to ask for help and it will be given to you. Today is the day. Today is the day that you will expose more people than you ever have. Peek and pass. Show the plan, make more money. Show the plan, make more money. Show the plan, make more money. Peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call. 3-minute sizzle call, 20-minute overview call, 3-way call, OG Coffee Coffee CEO. You know who they put them on the coffee break call. Hey, what are you doing right now? Nothing. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna connect you to a call. It's gonna blow your mind. What's going on? Hold on. Connect them. Don't invite them. Don't invite them to church. Take them to church. Put them on something. Go by their house, man. What are you doing right now? Get in the car. Change your shirt first. Get in the car. We're going somewhere. That's it. Train is done. Any leaders on the back line have something to share before we go out there and get this thing done? Any leaders on the phone want to say something? All right, I've been talking to myself this whole time.
Mr. Richardson, Donna Moore.
Wow, welcome to the call. Talk to me.
Phenomenal call. The train, it's easy. It's simple, and all we got to do is get out there and talk to people. I'm going to be in San Diego today. If anybody on this line has people in San Diego, send them down there. I'll get the information for you. Whatever you need done, San Diego, California, it's on your event. I'm down there today with Rod Smith, 7 o'clock tonight. Get your people down there. I'll be down there. And then I want to introduce two business partners of mine that came into the business yesterday. A young lady by Vernica Clark and Vanessa Clark. Welcome, young ladies, and we get ready to knock this out. They've already booked the CJM. So it's time to get it done, people. Mr. Richardson, back to you.
Thank you very much. Reminder, always, multiple times a day, go to ogevents.com, see what's going on, use it as a memory jogger. You know where people have people in your organization, the ones who aren't doing what we're supposed to be doing. So if you know somebody has a whole bunch of people in Detroit, go to events, realize that not just you know somebody there, but they do. Call them and let them know. We got some people down in San Diego, so thank you very much for reminding me. I will give a couple people I have down there a call because I know that Mr. Smith is absolutely going to knock it out of the park. Any other leads on the back line have something to share this morning?
Mr. Richardson, Justin Pinkston.
Mr. Pinkston, welcome to the call, Ruby.
Oh, man, I just want to say real quick, I appreciate you, appreciate the training this morning, and really just excited about getting out here and getting this thing done. I'm out here with Mr. Jones, Mr. Mario Jones, in the hunt. And, you know, that peek and pass method, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to be peeking and passing all day long. So get ready for some three-ways, and I appreciate the text message you sent me this morning, early this morning. Ruby is definitely on my mind and is definitely done this month. So with that, I just want to say thank you, sir, and I'm going to pass the call back over to you.
Excellent. Peek and pass, ladies and gentlemen. Peek and pass. Who else is out there want to share this morning before we go out there? Alrighty. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go out there and get this thing done. Yes, sir. Mr. Robertson, go ahead and close out the call, sir.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank you for all that you do. You're serving a big team, helping us all out, giving us those fruitful notes of what we need to do to succeed. And I just want to say, don't let your minimum be your maximum in life. Don't let your minimum be your maximum in life, especially in this business, because you want to get those things done to make sure you achieve the desired goals that you have set forth ahead of you. You know, well, just want to let you know that all of us sit together in this business and that you will receive that help and what you need to do. And I just want to thank you once again, and I want to turn the call back over to you.
Well, thank you very much. Go ahead and put yourself back on mute. Appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this morning. 17 full days left to get this thing done. If you're thinking about this business, that's a good thing because we become what we think about most of the time. And once again, if you're on the back line, I think it might be you, Mr. Robertson. Yes, who just called out?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, but we still have some background noise on. There we go. Yeah, go ahead. Take it away.
Awesome. This is Ernest Nunn from Central Florida. I was in the Richmond region there with Pastor Gaskew and Mr. Pinkston. I'm now here down in Ocala, Florida, and that training was phenomenal this morning. I'm just so thankful for your leadership, your consistency, your diligence, and just getting this done and inspiring each and every single one of us serving a big team. I was in one other company prior to OG, and I know for a fact that peek and pass technique, it works in network marketing. So I'm just so thankful that you brought that to my remembrance this morning. And I'm just thankful for Mr. King and all he have done and all that he is doing. I would definitely say that today we just need to go out and make this thing happen. And just thank you for allowing me to share.
Well, thank you very much, young man. Look forward to seeing you at the next major event. There are major events popping up all over. Super Saturday in Northern California and Houston and all over the United States are being announced. So definitely stay close to oguniversity.com. Stay close with your leadership. If you're thinking about this business, that's a good thing because we become what we think about most of the time. Because thoughts are things. Because whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. Think about this business. Think about your goals. Here's what you don't think about. Don't think about how to do it. Don't think about what you just don't think about that because if you're thinking about the how, you're thinking too hard. We got the how. The how is already taken care of. Follow the 4 steps. Use the coffee sales script. Use the invitation script. Just follow the lead of our superstars, of our multimillionaires, of our diamonds, because they have laid the way to success, happiness, and wealth. We all know that we have the coffee break call at the bottom of the hour. Definitely want to get on there, get guests on there, and get out there and peak and pass, peak and pass. Show the plan, make more money. 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 Sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond is done for you today. Take care, everybody. Have a great morning.